What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome to another legendary episode of your favorite legendary rants. I'm your host, I am legendary, and today we are talking the Baddies East auditions. Now, y'all, this was some ghetto ass foolishness. But before we get into it, make sure you like this video, make sure you comment down below, and make sure you subscribe to the channel. So, for those of you who don't watch Zeus Network, you are saving your time, saving your coin, and saving your mental health. Y'all, this shit is foolishness, okay? Now, this is Natalie Nunn's fourth rendition of Baddies, the first being her pilot, the second being Baddies South, the third being Baddies West, and now we are on the East Coast with Baddies East, okay? So we can only assume next up will be Baddies North after this one. And after that, I'm like, what are they gonna start doing? Baddie Southwest, Baddie Northeast, Baddie West, South. I don't know, right? And so it's important that before we discuss the auditions, we discuss the judges, right? We discuss the judges. So the pre-screen judges for this audition were Rollie Poly Snack Meals, Low London, Scotty, Cat, and Biggie. So they were the first judges that ladies would see before they go to the big judges, right? They were the first judges before you went to Blacc, Chyna, AKA Angela, Natalie, Ruby Rose, Tokyo, Tony, and I believe that's it. I believe that's it. And so let's just jump right in. Y'all, we saw bad wigs, bad lace fronts, flip-flops, bad bodies, no shoes, cheap shoes, pink hair, blue hair, yellow hair, men, women, he, she's. We saw all the above, right? And so y'all, this shit was just ghetto. I laughed so much watching this, but I want Zeus to switch it up a little bit, right? I would love a casting special where we just get casting videos and we're able to vote girls from maybe 90-second casting videos. Um, which it will be about a minute and a half. You show us a minute and a half of a girl, and at the end, there's a poll on who are your top three from this casting special. I would like that over this because Zeus is playing in these ladies' face. Is nowhere in hell all these y'all. The line was around the corner, right? And it seemed like they was there early, right? To then all day wait, get in the room, and then get next, right? Get next by Rollie, get next by Low, get next by Cat, Biggie, or Scotty, right? And so, as a whole, this shit was just ghetto. This shit was just a hot mess. And Zeus is wrong. Zeus is wrong, right? Zeus is wrong because these ladies don't have a fair chance at making this show. And y'all are basically doing this to just have footage to release auditions episode and keep paying Natalie. And that's what we're over, right? We're over the fact that none of this makes sense, right? None of this makes sense. And we know Natalie is handpicking girls, right? Natalie is handpicking girls. So maybe one, two, or three people from this audition will make it. But from this part one, y'all, it was maybe only two girls I saw. And it wasn't them being it wasn't them in front of the judges being asked questions. I saw two girls in line that I was like, oh, I think I like they vibe. I think they'll be good baddies, right? Outside of that, no, like every girl that stepped up at that table looked ratchet, looked dirty, looked stinky, looked just ghetto as fuck. Like she had a bag of Funyuns in her purse or damn hot tamales in her purse. It's like, no, this is not the vision, right? This is not the vision. And so, Y'all, the donkey of this audition was Roly Poly Snack Meals. Now, y'all, Rollie is a shit show and Rollie is controlling. Y'all, Rollie wanted to run the table. Rollie wanted to control who get tickets, who get what color ticket, who get. It's like, Rollie, you are not the only person at the table. These ladies can cast other women as well. Y'all are all judges. So y'all all have opinions about the ladies in front of y'all. It's not just your opinion, Rollie. So Rollie definitely did a lot. I know she was pissed with Biggie for all the Spanish speaking. Biggie constantly handing out tickets to anyone that spoke Spanish. And we saw Rollie reference it as guala guala shit, right? Y'all, all this prove is Rollie is a damn hater on Biggie. Biggie ain't did shit to Rollie, but y'all let Rollie tell it. Biggie is fake. Biggie is all these different things. But Rollie, you're insecure. You're insecure that is another big woman, a part of the cast, who doesn't look like she stink, who dresses well, who hair is on point, who probably bathes daily. You get what I'm saying? Even if she is eating McDonald's, she ain't eating 3, 4, 5, 6 quarter pounders. She eating one. You get what I'm saying? With a little large fry, and that's it. And she can wait to dinner. Not she pigging out breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and then going laying down on the table to get fat sucked out, right? Y'all, Rollie is miserable, and I would really love to see the new season of Baddies without her. But we saw Natalie already say Rollie is there, Scotty there, all these girls there, right? And I don't know. It's just something about Roly Poly snack meals that's giving misery, right? It's just giving misery. Even at one point, she referenced when the girls wouldn't settle down. I could be getting my surgery today. It's like TMI. We didn't ask for this information, Roly. We did not ask for this information. So I hope to see a few changes with the show moving forward. I hope that Natalie really puts her real producer hat on instead of a finagle hat. Oh, let me just finesse the girls. Let me just put out some quick content and get my bag and fuck these ladies. You know, I would love to see Natalie really take these women under her wing and do right by them, but I think that's too like right to desire, right? That's just not Natalie Nunn. As we see, for seasons now, we've spoke on an imaginary bag that we have yet to get to. And I'm interested to see when are we finally gonna get to the bag, right? There's constant reference of this invisible bag, right? And of the ladies I saw at this audition, there were no one who I could see get into this bag. I'm sorry. I just didn't. Next week we do see Mariah Lynn appear. I did see Natalie had uh launch for her cosmetic line. And we saw Bianca from Love and Hip Hop there. We saw Jazz and Jamie, the Wallace sisters from season 15, the Twerk sisters who would have their ass out. Um, Literally majority of that season. And so I just see Baddies East being a ratchet ass show. Um, Comment down below who would you like to see on Baddies East. There are some amazing East Coast bad girls when I think of it. And I would love to see those ladies opposed to these ladies Natalie is handpicking, right? But all it proves is Natalie is not a good producer, right? In the picture below, we see Blacc Chyna was there. And y'all, Blacc Chyna looks so out of place at this auditions. Now, if she was trying to rebrand her image, being a part of this foolishness was probably the wrongest of moves she could have made, right? Literally the worst move. Because if you're saying you're in love with God, if you're saying you now want to be called Angela and all these different things, this was the last thing you should have been at. Your mom, cool, but you, hell to the no. And I bet the Kardashians are looking at this like, this bitch is at the Baddies East auditions. Like, what the hell? Like, so y'all, let's just send some prayers their way. Um, I just get a bad feeling from Zeus, and I can see a lawsuit coming sooner than later, just because they cannot control the banshees, right? Yeah, they literally had a barricade up in the room with the judges just because the girls were trying to swarm the judges. You get what I'm saying? That was an instance of Low chasing somebody out the audition room with a chair. And it's like, Low, you sit down for you get some more knots put on your head. Yeah, I don't know why Low think she back on BGC 12 with Asia, Jada, and Slim, and people just about to tolerate her screaming in their face. Low, you on a weak ass season, if we being honest. Your season 12, I loved it, and I loved you on season 12. I'm not finna sit up here and cap, but you were able to run those girls. You can't run real women out here in these streets with street cred. You just can't. And we saw that with you and Krishan. Krishan had your ass looking like that episode of Martin with all them damn knots on your goddamn face. And it wasn't cute. It just wasn't cute. And it coined the phrase, friend, you got to get your lick back because you got your ass whooped for inserting yourself in something that really wasn't your place. Now, granted, Krishan should not have attacked Low, right? The situation didn't warrant that. But Low, we know you're not about that life. You walking around with these long ass nails, heels on, this fake ass body. You ain't even in no situation where you can just be scrapping like that. So yeah, Lo, sit down, shut up. Scotty with the dog, y'all. Scotty had her dog at the table. Y'all, I feel bad for the dog. The dog was sitting here looking like this is some bullshit. And the dog was at one point sitting in one of the judges' chairs as if it was a judge. And y'all, I was just confused by the whole situation. Cat was yelling and screaming for nothing, saying she didn't want to hear nothing else about a business. Then the next person up mentioned the business and she handed them a ticket. Y'all, it was just, I need them to have a list of rules posted on the wall behind the judges so that these girls who are auditioning know what's what's up and what's not up, like what they can do and what they can't do. Because it's like it just depends on who's speaking to you at the moment. 1 minute, Rollie saying she don't want to hear no more rapping, she don't want to hear no more music, she don't want to hear no more about a business. Everybody got a business. Then the next minute it's like, oh, you hand me a business card, here go your ticket, you can go on to the it's just no consistency, right? And so yeah, y'all. I'm sure there'll be several parts of this Baddies East auditions, but that's all my thoughts for this. I really don't know what else to say. I hope Zeus does right by these ladies. Y'all, that was one lady who said she traveled 8.5 hours to that audition. And it's bullshit if Natalie really isn't even considering half of these women for another show potentially on Zeus. Okay, maybe you're not a baddie, right? We saw a 60-year-old woman at the auditions. Okay, y'all, I'm lying. She might have been in her 40s or 50s, but she gave 65, right? And it's like, people are taking off work, traveling to this location. The least they can really do is have a fair chance at being on this show, right? And I just think this is Natalie's due diligence. Like the least thing you can do for these ladies is guarantee them a security blanket in some way, shape, or form. So, okay, you might not be good for Baddies East, but we have another show in mind that I think you might be perfect for, right? Because everybody isn't a baddie, right? Just like it might be some people that say I'm not a bad boy, right? Which is perfectly fine. I don't want no ties to that bullshit ass show, right? But there might be some people that say you are perfect for bad boys, right? But it might be some people that say, we have another vision with you that maybe your own show or you with a different cast. You get what I'm saying? And so I hope that some of these ladies are used later for different ideas and not just, oh, we just need footage for auditions and we playing in y'all face, right? Yeah, I really don't like it. And at this point, I think Baddies has run its course. I would love for Oxygen to just come back with Bad Girls Club, or at least maybe consider like a Bad Girls Homecoming, where like the girls from each season came back for a week and we're just able to discuss certain things that happened during their season. If you're a mom, you get what I'm saying, show that side of you with your child now or children now. If you're married, show that side of you as a wife, your husband, all those different things. And yeah, I would just love to see Oxygen, Buna Marie bring it back the right way, because y'all, Natalie is ruining the legacy of what was once Bad Girls Club, right? And y'all, Bad Girls Club was top 5 reality shows of all time. Bad Girls Club was real, raw, uncut, and it was no show like it. And I think that's what makes it so interesting. I think that's what makes its fan base so hmm. Its fan base is probably one of the weirdest fan bases because it consists of so many different aspects, right? You have the gays, you have children, you have women, you have feminists, you have all these different things that are a part of the BGC community, right? And so I think that that should be seen. Now, speaking of the gays, there were a few studs that I saw at this audition that I would love to see on Baddies. I think there were two different studs I saw that I was like, wow, they would be great on this show. And I hope Natalie does right by this cast. I don't want to see women that Natalie just been chilling with, manipulating, and trying to control. I want to see women that's gonna come. If Natalie pissed them off, they're gonna give it to Natalie. If Rollie pissed them off, they're gonna give it to Rollie and move on, right? I don't want to see women that just gonna fall in line, following behind the cast that's already been there for the past few seasons. I want to see women that's gonna make their mark on Baddies East. And so make sure you like this video. Make sure you comment down below your thoughts on the Baddies East auditions or Baddies as a whole. And make sure you subscribe to the channel. Peace!